To be honest, life is boring as fuck. I can't do it anymore. I need to create, I need to expand, I need to experience bigger things. And that's exactly why I committed myself to the artist way. And you're coming along the journey with me. If you want to follow along with me, all that you need is inside of my community at the Alchemist Circle. Click the link in my description box below to join. In this video, I'm going to walk through my week 1, what I experienced, what I did, and how this went for me. First things first, Julia Cameron introduces morning pages, which is 3 pages of longhand stream of consciousness writing that you complete every single morning. Now, I've done the artist way before, and I can tell you that morning pages were not my favorite part. I felt so much resistance this time going into this process. I did not want to do them. However, I showed up every single day and I did them, and magic happened. I started to look forward to them. Yeah, there was a lot of like lame, stupid brain shit in there that just had no meaning. And there was also some incredible ideas that I had come through the pages, some subconscious beliefs that were coming up for me to work through that came out on the pages. I had like intuition, channeled writing type moments. I recalled my dreams and subconscious messages and what they were trying to tell me. It truly was so magic, and I felt so much more energy throughout my day. Morning pages, yes, amazing. For how bad I did not want to do them, I'm very grateful that I did. I found it helps me to wake up at 5:30 a.m. to complete them before anyone else in my house wakes up. That gives me 30 minutes of free time to do the pages uninterrupted, and I love it. The next thing she introduces is a practice called artist dates. You do these once a week, and you can do pretty much anything as long as you are alone. You take yourself out on a date. Here's how my artist date went. I honestly felt so much resistance going on my artist date. I did everything in my power to get away from it. I sat for 3 to 4 hours pinning all the outfits I liked on Pinterest, going through my closet, getting rid of so many clothes, doing a full color analysis. Anything that wasn't that color, I bagged up and donated. I just went crazy, doing everything other than what I was set out to do, which was spend time with myself. And I'm really realizing that why that happened is because I spent a lot of time alone, eating lunch by myself at school, sometimes in the lunchroom, sometimes in the bathroom because I couldn't bear the embarrassment. And there's something about how disgusting I felt in those moments, how unloved I felt in those moments of eating alone in the cafeteria, having no friends, just crying, that is carrying into my adult life and is making it hard for me to go out and be seen completely alone. I feel really vulnerable. I feel really like it's bringing me back to the old places of disgust, of people not wanting to be around me. And here I am reliving those patterns. However, I am here to break them. Those patterns may have served me in the past, but they're not serving me anymore. So I showed up and I did my date anyway. And this is how it went. I'm about to go take my artist date. I chose a really cute cafe that I love and haven't been to in a few years. I'm gonna go sit and drink a rose latte and just draw, sketch with the mechanical pencil in my old sketchbook. Let's see what happens. I went to a cafe that I love, that I haven't gone to in many years. I ordered a cacao and rose latte, which was absolutely delicious. I sat down in this beautiful room all to myself and brought my sketchbook and a mechanical pencil to heal my inner child, my inner artist who would sketch for hours rather than paying attention in any class. And as I sat down in this spot, I noticed an oracle deck on the table, a fairy oracle deck, which just helped me realize that I was in the right place at the right time. Fairies are hugely important to me. They're very symbolic to me. I do feel as if I am descendant of Fae. There's something about them that I am just so connected to. And my inner child and inner artist is as well. That's what I loved to draw as a kid, was fairies and wings, and I'd get lost in stories about fairies and watch movies about fairies, and really like that was my entire life. So to see that was just confirmation that I was in the right place at the right time. I sit down, I'm drinking my cacao rose latte, and I hear some men in the other room talking loudly. One of them has an accent. Turns out he's from Egypt. He's here in America for school. And just listening to his stories was so inspiring and filled me with so much passion and love. I know I'm meant to travel. I know I'm meant to explore the world and experience different cultures, and hearing him and connecting with him through his stories was so profound to me and really helped me see that I have so much to explore, so many places to grow into still, and this is only the beginning of my life. Beautiful. So I'm sketching whatever comes to my mind, just letting it flow. It's not even about what I created that day, it's more about what I experienced. After I was done sketching, I looked up and there was a beautiful carving of a fairy on the fireplace in the room, which I had been in that room years before and I did not notice that art. The fairy and the oracle deck was not on the table either. This is all new. This was all a sign, a symbol from the universe. If there's one thing I know, it's that nothing is an accident. And I know I was led to that exact room, that exact coffee shop, that exact moment for a reason. And I'm so thankful for it. That was my artist date. So freaking beautiful. Another practice that Julia Cameron introduces is reading the basic principles of creativity every single day. I wrote them down. I have them here above my desk so I can read them immediately after my morning pages. My favorite one that really stood out to me and rang as true through my entire soul was, it is safe, Our creative dreams and yearnings come from a divine source. When you move to your dreams, you move to divinity. I just know this is true. I know that God or universe or source or whatever you want to call it did not place me here to climb the corporate ladder, to work as a restaurant server, to give my life away to other people's dreams. I know that the reason I have these big dreams in my heart is because I was put here to realize them. And when I realize them, I am uplifting the frequency of the entire planet, which is exactly what I'm here for. And I'm sure you have dreams in your heart that would do the exact same. So follow those dreams. Do not squash them. Do not give up on them for this human experience that we are having. Remember that your creative dreams, your heart, your soul, your desire is actually a map, a compass that will lead you to the path that the great creator wants you to be on. And that's amazing, and I just feel like so proud of myself for following my dreams. I know that this is exactly what I meant to do, and you are too. If you need help bringing your dreams to reality, we work on that inside of my community. Again, link in the description box. So that was my favorite basic principle. At the end of week 1, she has you do a number of tasks. This week's tasks were focused mainly on discovering your subconscious beliefs and where they came from, like your resistance, your fear, what is holding you back from creating the life of your dreams. She has you choose an affirmation and write it out 10 times. I wrote, I, Alethea, am a brilliant and prolific leader and creator, which love. I was surprised to realize that every single time I wrote this affirmation down, a counter voice came up in my head telling me why I was wrong and why this was not true. It shocked me, truly. I see myself as a very optimistic, positive person, but to see the way that my inner voice is talking to me, is experiencing me and the world around me was so realizing, so heavy, so like, wow. So I wrote down all of these things that were coming up from the counteracting voice in my head, and When I tell you these words were horrible, no wonder I have been stuck in fear for so long, living small, living a boring life, creating on a minor scale, because my inner mind believes differently about me and the world. So after you have these, what she calls blurts, the counteracting voice, on paper, you go ahead and change them into empowering affirmations that you'd rather believe, like the ultra positive opposite. So my affirmation I chose was, I, Alethea, am a brilliant and prolific artist and leader. And the voice that came back to me said, who is continuously living a mediocre life, not at all in her brilliance, selling yourself short, fuck off. What the fuck? That's crazy. So my affirmation I changed this into is, I, Alethea, am living an extraordinary creative life full of magic and miracles. Because that sounds so much kinder to me, so much more uplifting and empowering. And I know that affirmations might work, but I know that you have to actually reprogram your subconscious mind, and I love to do this somatically. So I took this a step further with an amazing tool called EFT tapping, and I tapped on all of these limiting beliefs, and I tapped in the new positive empowering beliefs, and I'm continuing to do that every single day so I can actually get this fear out of my body and rewire my mind to believe something different about myself. So once you find all these blurts, you find where they came from. Who in your life was destroying your creativity, was putting you down? And I have a huge list here, and she asked you to go and try to find the exact moments or the things that happened that really put these beliefs in your head. I was so shocked to see that it was most of the people in my life, most of the people I can remember, were putting me down. Insane. On the flip side, she has you do the same thing but with positive people, creative champions as she calls them. So I wrote a list of all the people who have lifted me up, who have complimented me, who have truly seen me and wanted me to succeed. And that felt really good. I actually wrote a letter to one of these people, and I'm going to mail it to them, and I'm so excited. And then finally, you are asked to decide, if you had 5 different lives, what would you be doing in those lives? I wrote a pop star, a travel influencer, a healer, a fashion designer, or a model. These are just things that sound fun to me. And she asks you to look through this list and pick one life and start incorporating more things of this life into your own life. I chose pop star because it just sounds so fun to dance and sing on stage with the glittery microphone and all the outfits and the backup dancers and the whole production, making music videos. That excites me. So this week I am being asked to be more like a pop star. I'm so excited to try this out and to share my progress with you. That's it. If you like this video, if you want to follow along my journey, click like, subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing the entire 12 weeks live here on YouTube. And go ahead and comment below. If you had 5 different lives, what would they be? I want to know. I love you so much. I'll see you so soon. Goodbye.